Hey, this is RATEATER. Quick day 2 update. Didn't go crazy today, to be honest. Uh, but we made some good progress. We are looking at 81 Atlas points. We're on our second tree. And I guess I'll go over the strategy a little for that. For the sake of progression, we've different from the first tree, where we just went straight for map percent and shrines. Up to our second tree, so we didn't have to use resources on respecking. The only difference was we spec'd through Nico, added packed with energy. Probably aware of the change where it now has a 60-second duration. What you might not know is that if you pick up the second one or third one before the duration ends, it refreshes the duration. Still have up to 3 minutes, which is plenty per map of that buff. It's still very powerful. Otherwise, it's the same, still map percent, shrines, Kirak mission, and with our extra points, we're adding in some expedition. Now, I'm not actually interfacing with the expedition mechanics, other than the first fusion vendor. I'm actually just selling the reroll currencies, and I'm not touching it if it's Gwenin or Rog. I'm not super knowledgeable in expedition, but it's a quick, easy. We're gonna go big bomb. Just adds a bunch of monsters to kill, adds some extra loot. You don't have to think about it too hard. That's kind of the thought behind that. And once we get to our Atlas 3 and we're like solid into red maps, then we're going to switch to Atlas Skill Tree 3 and we're going to do Blight. For those of you that want to league start Blight, it's very weak at the start. If you just want to rush it, can rush it, but it's very, very weak. It's not really worth doing them until you're at the end of yellow maps, start of red maps. And then in terms of actually doing blighted maps, anything lower than tier 10 I don't touch. I think tier 11 is when you can start dropping like opalescent stuff. You can just get way more currency. We have hit a couple of blighted maps, which have been a good source of currency for us. We'll touch on that in a second. But updates to the gear today as we fix the colors on our helmet. So we have a 4-link now for a single target. We've got a bossing scepter, bit of obliteration that we swap out to. Got our 6-link. It's a garbage item, but it's a 6-link. And then we added our curse setup, as well as our molten shell setup. So that's pretty much all we changed. And then I guess we'll get into currency a little bit here. So we're looking at our wealthy exile. I've lost some money, I guess. I spent some money. So yeah, there was yesterday 35C, now 137C. We're up to 4.2D total in net value. That's not quite correct because it's counting the oils. I would like to not count these in our breakdown. I'm not going to sell most of those for those prices. Not worth my time. But we got a raw D, we got a gift of the goddess, which nobody could afford to buy yet, really. But it's there, we have it. And these prices are in the Settlers economy, by the way. They haven't added the Pox League to PoE Ninja yet. So these prices are based off of the existing Settlers economy, so things are not quite correct. We had a Sephiroth, but in terms of raw currency, we're 1D, 61C. Not bad at all. We're starting to farm some valuable scarabs, just incidentally, not specifically going for those. But mostly it's been Blight and then a couple lucky hits. The Gift of the Goddess, the Sephiroth, big contributors. Otherwise, we're doing Blight. It's given us. I've sold the oils that are valuable already. This is the garbage basically that's left over. I don't know who's buying clear oil at 0.3. Like, I don't know what this is. Nobody buys this. It's not worth selling. We had a catalyst. Oh, it's a card. But that's what we've got in terms of progress for day 2. I haven't gone crazy this session. I'm gonna go to bed on time. Not gonna kill myself this league start. Private league, it's slow pop. Just kind of practicing which. how to progress it. But yeah, that's about it. Have yourself a great day, and we'll get into the details on blighting tomorrow with actual blight maps, how to beat blight maps if you know, stuff like that. Have a good one.